Beth East, and I am a Spanish teacher. So this is my 20th year, and it feels like it's my 5th. Well, you get to work with young people. That's an advantage, hopeful futures, and be part of watching them grow and learn is very exciting. You get to work with a variety of people, which is nice. And the hours are nice if you don't mind getting up early in the morning. But having holidays off and having more time off than the average corporate worker is nice. Summertime is amazing. It gives me the time that I need to travel and do things that I have passion for and relax and kind of regroup for the next year. And I think because of that, I feel refreshed every year I come back. Well, unfortunately, I feel like a disadvantage now is in our country, there's just not a huge respect for education. I think there's just so many wonderful young people coming out of college, coming out of public schools, and even private schools that are becoming doctors and lawyers and scientists, and they're amazing with technology and inventing things, and teachers, and so many great young people are still doing these amazing things. I don't think my job ever gets boring. Because you work with different people every day, every hour, and I teach 3 different preps. I've taught every level of Spanish. I've also taught English, but because you're working with different people, it doesn't get boring. Well, it is the second most used language in our country, right? Okay, other than English, I think Spanish is the second most popular. Am I going to say it's the most important skill you'd ever need to survive? No. But there are people who have a passion for wanting to learn a language and communicate with people within their own country and outside of their own country. And if I can facilitate that and help teach them and introduce them to exciting cultures and world travel and communication, that's, to me, an important thing. It's an important thing to recognize and accept and embrace other cultures and other languages. So I feel like that's pretty important. Busy. It's really busy. I get up early. I get up at 5:15, and I like to get here about 6:30, 6:45, just to kind of clear my mind before 37 kids bombard my classroom. First hour, there's Spanish 2, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. I get my lessons, kind of just go through them and just double check. Oh, do I want to add this? Do I want to change that? Oh, we didn't finish going over this yesterday. I want to make sure we do that. It's pretty much just kind of going through in my mind, like what I want to accomplish by the end of the hour of this, for that particular class. And then I go to it. Like, I am very active. I never sit at my desk when I'm teaching. I am walking around the room. I like to keep the kids really engaged. I like to be creative. I like to do a lot of different types of activities so that I can kind of reach all learners, because not everyone learns the same way. And a lot of visuals. I use a lot of visuals in my class, a lot of hands-on, a lot of speaking, even at low levels, like the very basic conversations, and I speak as much Spanish as possible as well. And that's my day. Then I stay after, grade papers, record papers, get lesson plans ready, sometimes take papers home, essays, or whatever work I have to do at home. And I try to be out of here at a certain, try to get out of here by 3:30. Well, partly I just love other cultures and other languages and other countries. I've traveled all over the world. I love travel. So that curiosity in my personality drew me to studying a language and learning about culture. Well, I don't have any interest in having children, but I love working with this age level. I'm pretty outgoing. I'm pretty bubbly. I'm a goofball. I don't mind looking like an idiot. So when you're teaching language, everybody feels a little silly when they're first learning it. But if you can be silly in the language and kids were laughing today. I acted like an idiot, and I don't mind. I would say in this field, travel and really take an interest in the culture and the language and the dialects of every country. Have a positive attitude. Do it for the right reasons, that you really want to work with young people, that you really have a passion for what you're doing, that you love this language and you love the history and culture of all of these countries. Have a passion for sure, and have a sense of humor. You have to have a sense of humor. You have to have, I think, the ability to grasp the kids, to bring them in, to pull them in. Good communication skills, good organization skills, professional, dressed in a professional way, act in a professional way. Obviously, you have to have excellent language skills, so you have to know your stuff. You have to know your stuff and be confident and keep challenging yourself and keep evolving and changing throughout your career.